Video voicemail start. Here is Malcolm in the Middle, friend Stevie. Also have to add, that's my stomach growling. I'm glad I have a microphone because, anyways. Um, okay, so here is a scene that is very relevant. It's, what? Oh, this one right here. I'm not going to load the scene. I have this preloaded. Here's the live chat mentioned in a apology that I just had to write. So here's a video voicemail related to the viral apology video on Saturday Night Live official YouTube channel. Those are just like the search terms of, you know, finding the video. It's linked in the post on Facebook. So, okay, so I'm gonna exit the live chat. This was in my recommended feed, and somehow, like, I got excited because I thought, you know, after this video, a few hours later, I went to rewatch it, and I started wondering, maybe I was completely mistaken. I thought I had seen the news that it was Reggie Wright's birthday, or his. It's hard to put into words what I thought was going on, and it was like a celebration. And so I tried to bring good news, thinking that Reggie Wright is one of the first people in history to truly get well soon. So the first comment I said was "got well soon." It sort of went on and on. I suppose I had no idea when I was jumping into it. I was just excited to be able to join that, you know, exactly what happened. I'm going to go ahead and mute the video. Here's my comments in the chat right here. First off, who sent you? You know, of course, what I'm quoting is Antonio Montana, Al Pacino character in the 1980s movie Scarface, when he says, you know, I'll just say blank. I could also say forget. So here I'm quoting. I'm trying to think of how it starts. It's a combination of quotes, wise words, right? So, because this channel itself, Bomb First, is celebrating the life of Tupac. I don't know if it says that on the About section. One of Tupac's most well-known quotes is, "First off, blank, you're blank, and you're blank, you're blank." So when I watch with captions, what I notice is when people say curse words, one I discovered that was a curse word that people don't even realize is from a 1993 Fort Worth news report on Hezekiah News Channel that I mentioned before. Somehow I get a lot of likes from just making one post on the near the community area of that channel. If I had to spell it from scratch, the news channel, it's difficult to remember. It's easier to remember the news reports. They're classic and vintage news reports. And it was from my city, and that's on my channel. My cover photo is a 1912 flag of city I was born and raised in. Anyways, there was a curse word in the captions, and the way that to have captions turned on or off is just this button. It's a recent thing, this button right here that says CC. Sort of like Comedy Central. Anyways, another way right here, you know, there's options. The settings can be changed and everything. So, I really consider myself one of the person in history who's read the most because I watched so many videos. In my watch later library on YouTube, just in the last 6 months, there's been about 5,000 videos. And I've watched under 1% of what's on there. Some of the videos are 5 to 10 hours long. Others are very short, you know, just minutes and everything. On my own channel, one of my videos has recently been fed into what's known as the YouTube Shorts feed. It's a 30-second video based on a movie, 1997? I'm not sure. Anyways, John Leguizamo character in a movie titled "The Pest," and it's a video of my wasp, um, recently discovered. Anyways, I went to check the statistics on YouTube, and I was wondering where the views were coming from. They just started, it's 1,000% more than any of my other videos, and I didn't know if it was coming from inside the country or outside the country, or whatever. Like, anyways, it shows this little world when depending on, anyways, it's not important. You know, both on Facebook and on YouTube, it shows a little world, whether it's, like a hello world to everyone or just to friends or friends of friends. There's a lot of different settings. And the part of the world that it shows is the new world, I think. I'm not sure. It's so small. It looks like North and South America. So it's like, is this coming from inside the continent? Or is it like an intercontinental, like outside in the old world or whatever? That's just the question. And when I went into the statistics, because it has close to 200 views, and it's still steadily going, this video that is on my channel that I uploaded, it's only 30 seconds, and people only watch 15 seconds of it. It shows me a chart of how long people average watch it. They watch half of it. And so some of the people have even been retained and watched my other videos. So I have no idea who it is. Some way or another, the algorithm, whatever, it's a program. A lot of people talk about the algorithm. I'm just going to re-engage the camera. I don't know until after I watch the video. I'm going to disengage the camera. I just don't know if the video is choppy. So I just wanted to, anyways, I could adjust the brightness. It doesn't change the video, but, I can just sort of tell when my phone's been overworked. I definitely jumped into this without any forethought. Just here I am recording this video voicemail. Wow, there's like 3 different points that I was trying to very briefly make in like a 5-minute video or less. So, okay, so the short video on my channel that's been catching a wave, it was fed into the YouTube Shorts feed by like a program. Something that I did, I got lucky. Just 3 days ago or something. And so I didn't know if it was coming from inside that continent or if it was intercontinental, and I still don't. But I know, because I can see that it's been in the YouTube Shorts feed, it's a new feature to compete with people's short videos, sort of how Twitter was competing with Facebook and yearbooks.com or whatever, classmates.com over 10 years ago, whereas it's the character limit of 300 letters per post or whatever, of just text. It's a similar thing going on YouTube. Anyways, so the video itself is based on a movie, John Leguizamo, The Pest, 1995 or something. In this video, I mentioned the movie Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. In this video, it's just a random comment. I don't know what to say. I thought it was a party. I was like, we're a virtual celebration here in the live chat. So I was trying to be live, right? So anyways, okay. I made one comment and then I rephrased it, and I'm trying to rephrase it again. There was some information that I left out, so that's not important. Hopefully I can come back later and update that if I leave like another text comment on this video. There's not very many videos. I just like hiccuped. After I saw this video and couldn't re-find the news. Where's the comments at? Way at the bottom. Where's the comments at of the video? Oh, I'm on the channel. Where's the comments at? They're at the top, I think. They were moved. They were moved. I didn't say they were moved, but here it is. So here's the comments. I saw this, and I read that, and then I saw this, and I read that, and they talk about his recovery. No, one of these. I don't think it was that one. Anyways, they started talking about his road to recovery. Not this one either. I suppose it's not important if I can't find it. There's so many comments here. So, Okay, so what was I trying to mention? So the Tony Montana quote is from a scene when Antonio is talking to a character named Mel. Um, it's like his uh, like Antonio Montana's employee and Mel is his boss, and um, Mel is sort of like, Tony, what about the Gomez brothers? And as soon as Mel says that about the Gomez brothers, um, not to be mistaken with Selena, uh, the initial musician in the early '90s who has the music video "Dreaming of You" and Selena Gomez. Those are two different people, and they're also distinct from the Gomez brothers that are fictional characters in the movie, the 1980s movie. So, I would say I'm about halfway through all of the things that I have mentioned up to this point in this video. Let me see how long it's been going. I would say about, I don't know. Okay, so the quote, right? He says, "What about the Gomez brothers?" Tony Montana says, "Blank the Gomez brothers and blank the blanking." Um, okay, wait, I made a mistake. Blank Gaspar Gomez and Blake the blanking Diaz, Diaz bros, sort of like the Super Mario Brothers or something. Anyways, that's what Al Pacino says, when he's in character as Antonio Montana. Blank them all is the last thing he said. So, in my opinion, one of Tupac's most well-known quotes in a song that starts off with "blank your blank and your click you claim," CLIQUE, is sort of like just a group or a tribe, a clique of people. It says, "Blank your blank and your click you claim." I paste that a lot. Sometimes I go all the way and say, first off, blank the blanking, David Lee Roth and blank the Van Halen bros, blank them all. And, that can be, it's a comedy piece, to be quite honest, family. No joke. Yeah, so a clique is like a family. Okay, great. Anyways, and it's no joke. So that's why I'm not laughing here. Anyways, that's what I said here, right there in the video. Let me start it up again. And I think I even ended on a similar thing. So I was just extremely confused why everyone wasn't celebrating here. And that's why I said stuff like that. And my quotes can be seen. If I remember right, about halfway through, I discovered this in my recommended feed when I was looking for videos to add to watch later into my 5,000 video watch later library. Yeah, I remember that was my second comment. So maybe like 1 minute before that, 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so was when I posted the first comment that said "got well soon." I was under the assumption that, the statement "get well soon" is somewhat sarcastic. Yet it has remained the most common card that people would buy at like a Hallmark store or something, and that's just a proper thing, and that's why it's related to the Saturday Night Live viral apology video, because there's two mentioned videos that are completely made up. One's called "Wearing a Shrek Costume at a Funeral," and the second one is "Racist blank on." I'm gonna have to say "blanking blank on bus," and in my opinion, that's referring to, in 2009, there was a viral video of two old guys. Actually, it was an old guy fighting a young guy on the bus. And it sort of blew up online, all across social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, all over the social media text network. And everyone was arguing about who was in the right, that this old man stood up and just beat down this guy on a bus. Just, old man fight on bus, or whatever. Old man fight young man on bus. That's probably they'll find the thing. So anyways, I would say that harkens back to a video from the 1970s featuring the real Rosa Parks herself, as well as two other people, um, acting as themselves, interviewing my cousin, David Thoreau, aka Henry David Thoreau from the 1800s. In a different century, they're interviewing a guy pretending to be my cousin who's 5 times, pardon me, 5 times removed, and okay, he's my cousin, my fifth cousin 5 times removed. So it means that we share, his fifth great-grandfather is my 10th great-grandfather. And he was one of the original founders of the Massachusetts Bay Colony in the 1600s. And his name is Rick Church. Just like his father, there's a junior and senior there. They only had 2 names, Rick and Church. So another name, like nickname for Richard, I think everyone should know. And that, in combination with Poor Richard's Almanac, a fictional like comedy book, Ben Franklin wrote in the 1700s, almost 100 years later, in my opinion, is referring to my own very own 10th great-grandfather and Henry David Thoreau's 4th great-grandfather. That's why there's a significance here. And so the bragging rights that I sort of have to say that Rosa Parks interviewed my cousin 100 years after he lived, and tried to explain herself to him, there's nothing that compares to it. It was the weirdest thing in the 1970s, in my opinion. In the 1960s, there were a lot of weird things. The hippie culture, it was just very psychedelic. In the 70s, not so much, except for this one television interview. Just search Rosa Parks, Henry David Thoreau to see it in full. I mean, it's, for me to try to recreate that in modern times, the absurdity is off the charts. For me to try to recreate that today with someone pretending to be someone who was alive 100 years ago or more. So, anyway, so I have a playlist on my YouTube channel called DEF, like Def Jam. It's called Def Row Gaming, about trying to have people from the UK. One of the moderators in this chat, they have a blue wrench over here. Says, hey, I'm from the UK, so I'm trying to have something set up to where I think that we can make a lot of money having people. It's a trending thing for people to be sort of living out of a van and video blogging, traveling around and showing the internet in different parts of the world. And meanwhile, they could also have a mobile projector set up to show themselves playing video games, have outside, not concerts like Woodstock, like outside festival type thing. Instead, have sort of a live in-person esports type thing out of their van. And it could all be sort of funded by people who are the viewers, and maybe even have some of the viewers become, the spectators become the players themselves. That's what, in my opinion, Def Row is all about. Def Jam and all this stuff. It's a stand-up comedian thing. Def Jam from the 1980s. Anyways, it sort of mixes comedy and music. And so, wow. I'm still about halfway through of all the things I've said in this video. And I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and... What have I not said? I try to generally... It's really not... I don't know. I have a habit of connecting like about half the things that I start talking about, and that's just what motivates me to make the next video blog. In this case, it's a video voicemail that I'm sending via Facebook and YouTube or whatever. I just I don't know. I can't go back and remove my statement. I can't retract it because it's in the video here. It can be seen here. And I don't know. I'm just really not sure how to end this. Just, get well soon, Reggie. If I had any questions for you, it'd be, I I hope, I don't know for sure. I haven't seen any video interviews of your father, Reggie Wright Sr. In a long time, so I have no idea how he's doing. I'll go ahead and make a search on that and search for the news or something. I don't know. Ask him what are some of the most pardon me. What are some of the most important things that you learned from your father, Reggie White Sr.? And I'll definitely go back and check. I started to watch on Vlad channel. I have another clip from the same Tupac song. That says, Frank Wright, blank 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 Wright, whatever. That I say, DJ Vlad wrong, video blog's too long, or what I said in here, if I can remember word for word. Someone in the chat. It's just depending on the person's name. I say this person wrong, blank blank. Too long. Anyways, question is too long. That's what I said to someone. So yeah, I'll just ask it again. Reggie, what are some of the most important things that you learned from your father, Reggie Wright Sr.? And to newcomers looking up to you, just a couple of what are the most important things in life? Your top five favorite words. All that. Okay, I'm getting a notification up here. I just saw, so I don't know what it was. Oh, okay, I see. Anyways, so that's my city. Okay. All right, so video voicemail. Over? Is that right? Video voicemail. Started for no reason. Video voicemail. Who put this thing together? Me. Video voicemail start for no reason. Video voicemail end because I wanted to. Okay. Do I want to stop recording? Maybe later. Alright. Talk to you later.